Hey, how you doing? It's been bloody ages. I tried to start a YouTube channel like a year ago, or God knows when that was. And then I posted since a few yoga classes on here, and then I just disappeared. So now I am back. Frederica 0.2 on YouTube. We'll see if this one will work. I kind of was a little bit confused, and there has a lot obviously happened in the year time, because originally I wanted to share classes on here, etc., and then I joined a platform called loooong, which is basically a paid platform for yoga teachers to share their yoga classes. So it's basically like just like a wellness YouTube. Well, it doesn't really make sense to post yoga classes on YouTube because it kind of counterbalances that, and also like I am doing double the work, and it's also not fair to post the same video to two separate platforms and ask for money on one and not ask money on the other. But essentially it boiled down to not having the time to record classes to either platform at all. Cut to the chase. I got a little bit lost on like what to do with this space, and some of my videos that I've done at the start were created for other yoga teachers and people that are thinking about becoming yoga teachers, and I kind of thought that would be like an interesting way to continue going forward, kind of just sharing like behind the scenes of what a life of a yoga instructor in London is like, and all the different bits that I get to do throughout the week, how I plan my classes, how I plan workshops, events, and so on. So just really just like an insight to this end of this world. When I started out as a yoga teacher, there wasn't many people that would share about the background and how their lifestyle looks like. So I think it's easy to like glorify, like in your head, like, oh, it's gonna be so peaceful, I'm gonna be all the time so zen, and it's gonna be, you know, such a lovely way of living. And the reality is that if you live in a city, you're gonna face stress just like anybody else, and your personal struggles. And also, like, I didn't really know at the start like how to earn money, how to go full time, how to apply to yoga studios, and so on. So I thought this would be a good and helpful way to give back to a part of this community. And also, you know, I'm still learning. I've still only been teaching for 2 years, so we kind of learn together. I am just recording 2 videos at the same time, and I'm not too sure which one will go live, but I am reviewing a mandala teacher training that I am completing. It's online, and that will be one of the 2 videos released anytime soon, so either before this video or after. Definitely check that one out, and is also the reason why I'm wearing the same t-shirt and sitting in exactly the same spot. So this video on the other side will focus on a week as a yoga instructor living in London. So today is Monday, it's afternoon, nearly 2 p.m. Initially, what I wanted to do is start on obviously these 2 videos and to complete the mandala training, but there has been a little hiccup. The other things that are on my agenda, so I pulled out my daily planner. I love this thing because you write the date, so it's not dated, so you can, you know, if you're anything like me, you end up throwing these things half empty every year, so this way you don't and you can just use it until end of time. So that's kind of where I want to start my weeks. I am trying to build a new routine because, in full honesty, my routine changes a lot. So one of the things when you're a self-employed yoga instructor is that you obviously don't work a 9-to-5 job. It's not like you wake up in the morning, you take a shower, grab your coffee, grab some breakfast, you head to your office, do your work, you come home, and then you do whatever else you want to do. Like, your schedule is really up and down. Your classes might be sometimes in the evening, sometimes in the morning. You will have a regular schedule, and plus you will be doing some cover classes most likely here and there. So it changes a lot. And plus I do dog sitting and dog boarding on the side of my yoga as well. So usually the mid part of my week is the one that's crazy busy. Then Fridays and Mondays, well, from Friday till Monday, it's pretty flexible. Those tend to be my days off with some work. So often I have dogs boarding over the weekends, and sometimes I teach on a Saturday or Friday. I might cover class. So it really changes. And because of that, it's a bit harder to create a strict routine or a routine of any form. And I've been really bad with it. And given the fact that I have depression, and I'm the queen of procrastination, it's not the best foundation for this, and it's kind of like feeds into my depression, and then like back and forth. And I go through these phases of feeling really good, really proactive, really productive, and then become really passive and drained, and so on. So I just came out from a drained moment. So now I'm trying to pick my shit together, and that's what kind of this week's video will be about. So it will be more or less like a style of like a weekly vlog. And so we're starting today on a Monday by sitting down, organizing what I want to do today, kind of going through my schedule for the rest of the week, seeing what needs to be done, and then cracking on with the actual do's. This week will be a little bit more hacky, and again, just a great representation of how your schedule as a yoga teacher is really not stable. So number one that I like to do is open my calendar, and I put everything into, I use an iPhone, I put everything into my Apple Calendar, just because I find it an easier way. I like to color code things, and I put boarding in a certain color, dog boarding, daytime sitting, so like daycare hours, in a different color, anything personal that's for me, so hanging out with my friends, going to the gym, having a call with my PT, in a different color, teaching my classes is in a different color. That kind of helps me to visually see what's going on easily. I didn't expect it to have such a good impact, but it does, so I can recommend color coding things in your calendar, and it just looks a little bit less overwhelming. Exciting news is that this Friday we are adopting a dog. So one of the doggies that I've been looking after, so cute, his name is Spud. He looks like a potato. I am going to show you, of course, a picture right now, right here. He's the snuggliest Frenchie ever, so needy, so loyal. So I was looking after him. He goes to the daycare that I work with. He became available for adoption. Unfortunately, his family has changed in their circumstances, and they decided that the best option for him in the long term will be to give him up for adoption, just because they really wanted him to have a stable home. And with all dogs, but especially bulldog breeds, is they love a routine and they need stability. And given the new circumstances they found themselves in, they weren't able to offer that for this doggy. So hence why he's up for adoption. Not because they don't love him, not because they passed away or anything like that, but because they want the best for him. So we do appreciate that. And I'm so happy that we can keep him, because it means that he can hang out in his same area that he used to be in. They live quite locally to me. He will be going to the same doggy daycare than he used to go to. So all his friends, and whether human or four-legged, will stay as they were, and just making some new ones. So that's super exciting. I am also going on holiday from Saturday. So we are literally adopting him on Friday, and then Saturday morning I am leaving, so he will be staying with my boyfriend for until Monday, and Monday he's going to board with the daycare that he goes to for a week. We're gonna work with these flattering angles today from bottom up, which are the most horrendous ones. I realized I lost the little thingy, the screw that you put inside the tripod. So you're being balanced on a jar with like an ice cream tray to make this work. I am also like bent down to fit into the angle, because if I stand up you can see nothing. But yeah, that's what we're working with. So I decided that I'm gonna do the active stuff first before sitting down and doing the editing stuff, working on planning the workshop, etc. Because those are the things that I love doing, but when I sit down onto my computer I completely lost sense of time, and time passes and then nothing else gets done. And I think my priority is to have the house clean, get the classes planned, and make some progress with the training in either shape or form. So we're gonna do that, but I also haven't eaten, and this is one of the things with my brain is I forget things like eating sometimes. I'm gonna have a sip. I bought myself a tomato soup yesterday. I could totally make it. It's very simple, but why not buy it if you can buy it, you know? So just going to drop off the mad dog, and yes, you. And then I'm going straight to teach in Piccadilly Circus. There will be 3 classes back to back. I've seen that the last 2 have people signed on. The first one might not have anyone, so I might be continuing my training or class planning in the meanwhile. So time will be well spent. And this thing on my face is just getting worse and worse. Right. Want to say anything? The hair looks quite something. So I got this from Sweatshirt delivered today. I love this top. The color is like a sea green, and it's got this cute little detailing frail at the bottom. Tiny little turtleneck. It's super light, stretchy, very comfy. And then the leggings, I got the same top but in the different color. I was wearing it yesterday, and it's super soft, so I'm very happy. So I got this bag because I kept on switching between my teaching bag, so I wanted one bag that's like always packed, ready to go to teach. You can have it as a tote bag, or you can have it as a backpack, and I think that's amazing, so I love it. And then I got this sweater that's currently, you can't see the color, but I'm gonna, I think, show you the colors tomorrow in a real life light, because this light is not doing it justice. So this studio is called Tote, and it's in a hotel called Zadwell in Piccadilly Circus. It's literally about a minute and a half, 2 minutes from the station. I was teaching power flow, vinyasa flow, and slow flow, but actually to practice what I was just learning, it was all mandala style. I just kind of adapted it to be more power, more vinyasa, and more slow flow. So the power, we did the most rounds of mandalas. The vinyasa we did less, and then the slow we did just one round, and we just were super slow, super pacey with all of the movements, and there were more added poses in between, a lot more child's poses and things like that. Where the first two were like, the first one had the most, like, it had multiple peak poses, so multiple challenging poses, so a lot more strength, a lot more power. And then vinyasa is like a lovely in between, so you can make it pacey, you can make it more active, but you can also chill a bit more if you need to. That's what I love about vinyasa classes, because you can really make it what like suited the most. Where I feel like sometimes when you take like a really powerful rocket or ashtanga, then you don't really have a chance to adopt, because the teacher is going like this, and if you blink for a second, they are already in a headstand. This is Chalk's fitness studio. So we got the fitness and then the holistic studio, and here at the front there is a waiting area where you get chair massages. So normally there's a chair here, down there, and it's the reception, and if you go all the way down there's a cafe as well. Hi, so it's quite late in the evening on a Tuesday. The last clip you probably have seen was rainy London, me leaving Chalk. I got home and I don't think I actually had a proper dinner, so I should eat something before going to bed. It's already past midnight. I just sat down on my laptop and I started editing some of the footage from this week and the footage for the mandala training. And my laptop is being very slow, very loud, very annoying, and I just ran over time. So I feel like last time I looked at the clock was a few minutes past midnight. My boyfriend was going to bed and he was like, yeah, come soon. I was like, yeah, no problem. And now it's 48 past midnight. So I'm just gonna download what I already edited so I can clear it from the disk, because my laptop is just not having it. And then I'm gonna go to bed. So a late one, it shouldn't be like this. I'm keeping trying to set this like better evening schedule when I come home from evening classes, but when I come home from evening classes, I just feel quite active, because I've been teaching for 3 hours back and forth, and I just have all this drive and I need to put it out. So I started editing, and now it's really late and I'm gonna be underslept tomorrow. Bloody hell. But yeah, off I go now. See you tomorrow morning. looking at the poster. And it just feels delicious on my lower back. So this class is usually has only 2 to 3 people, or like 1 to 3 really, and the last couple classes, including this one, no one came, which meant that last time I left really early. I just waited for like maybe 10 to 15 minutes and I left. And this time I decided to stay and practice a bit because I felt like I needed it, like because I woke up so tired, so underslept. I treated myself to some movement, and then I'm gonna go pick up Rio now, give him a good walk, and go home, have breakfast. I might pick up something, quick snack on the go, just because I'm quite hungry. And then I looked at the assignment on my way here, like the questions, so I'm just gonna fill up those answers once I get home, send it out, make lunch, go teach my lunchtime class, and then come back home and decide what to do. Probably a little bit more editing and some on the laptop work, because we'll see how quickly they respond. I'm not sure if I will get day 2 today. If I do, I might do some of it. I might start the practice. If not, I might just leave it for tomorrow as it is, because I would want to go to the gym today and do some strength training from the sessions that my PT gave me. So we'll see how the schedule will go today. So the good thing about being an instructor is, I'm just hugging my knees to chest, a little bit of happy baby on the bolster, is that you have some flexibility to adapt to the way you feel on the day. So if I do need to rest, I can rest. If I want to change something, I want to add something, I want to meet with friends, I can totally do that. So that's a plus side. Obviously the downside is that if you don't go to work, if you call in sick, then no one's going to pay you. Good boy, good sit. Stay. 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 Good stay. Down. Good. And stay. Stay. No. Down. 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 Good down. Good down. Down. Good down. Good down. Good down. Good down. Good. Okay. Down. Good down. Good down. Good down. Down. Wait. Wait and down. Wait and down. Good. Very good. Come in. Sit. Breathe in. Look at it. Boy. Boy, yay. Look down. Good. Sit. Oh. Alright. Go get it. Go get it. Good. Okay, sit. Sit. Good. Leave it. Leave it. Good. Good. Go say hello. Nicely. Good. Well done. Yeah, that was very polite. That was very polite. You've done well. All right. Shall we go? Shall we take you to a different side of the park? No jumping. No. Good. Hi. All done, wrapped up. We did another mandala, people loved it. And I need to walk the dog and eat. He is here. Currently drinking. Hey, hello. He was so excited, a bit too much. He's just jumping around. My legs are covered in scratches. And we are just calming down because he has a little bit of overexcitement, as you can tell. He looks like a little drug addict. Addicted on love, on humans. Oh. This is his B toy, and this was the note, like this, when I pulled it out of the bag. She wrapped it on top. There it is. And this is what it says. Hang on. B is Spud's favorite self-soothing toy, which he hypnotically sucks onto to fall asleep. We think he loves B so much because it came from his mother. Isn't that cute? On my way to get my horrendous fringe done. It used to be curtain bangs. Alright, darling, I need to go. Bye. Bye.
The next stop is Convertible.
I arrived in Bratislava, but my train is delayed almost an hour. So I'm gonna go and grab some food because I actually am an hour from the original time, so almost 2 hours. So I have pretty much 2 hours to spend, and I'm going to eat. There is not many options, vegetarian, vegan, up in the station, actually any kind of nice food options. So if you're ever in Bratislava near the train station and you need to eat, my recommendation is to walk down the road. So at the top of the road is the train station. You walk all the way down, and I'll show you down there, that green. There's a wall over there. That's a cafe. you. Cheese cooker.